cooperation in the field of agriculture and animal industry. This is to coordinate and promote special bilateral cooperation plans. This is to coordinate and promote special bilateral cooperation plans with the aim of strengthening and consolidating bilateral relations in the field of agriculture and livestock. A warm clap for them as they exchange the documents and a photo opportunity. Next, allow me to invite Honorable Davis Chirchir and Honorable Fred Biamukama. The MOU to be signed is on cooperations on issues related to transport. This MOU is to cooperate on establishing and developing a diversified relationship in the field of transport and logistic development. A warm clap for them as they exchange the documents. The next MOU to be signed is on cooperation between the Kenya Bureau of Standards Uganda and Kenya Bureau of Standards Kenya. Allow me to invite Esther Ngare. Esther Ngare is the Managing Director, Kenya Bureau of Standards, and Engineer Kasigwa James, Executive Director, Uganda National Bureau of Standards. The MOU is on cooperation between the Kenya Bureau of Standards and the Uganda Bureau of Standards. This is to provide a framework for exchange of scientific and technical knowledge, leading to building scientific and technical capabilities of KEBS and UNBS. A clap for them as they exchange. The next MOU to be signed is on investment promotion. Allow me to now invite John Mwendwa and Mr. Robert Mukiza. Mr. John Mwendwa is the Chief Executive Officer of Kenya Investment Authority, and Mr. Robert Mukiza is Director General, Uganda Investment Authority. The MOU is on investment promotion, and this is to provide a framework for the parties to establish closer cooperation for the mutual benefit to strengthen economic, technological, and investment relations between the two institutions. A clap for them as they exchange the document. And that brings us to the end of the signing ceremony of the Memoranda of Understanding. After this, we will now have a joint press statement by the two heads of state. And at this point, we'll clear the desk and also bring the podiums. And at this point, allow me to invite the two heads of state to make a joint press statement. Welcome, Your Excellencies.
Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to welcome His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni and his delegation to Kenya for this official visit. This occasion reflects the strength and historical partnership between our two nations, anchored in common ideals, deep respect, and shared ambition for regional stability and progress. Kenya and Uganda are joined together not only by geographical proximity, but also by a long-standing spirit of brotherhood and mutual support within the East African community. My deliberations with President Museveni spanned an extensive range of bilateral, regional, and continental priorities. We reaffirmed our united stance on closer collaboration in key sectors such as infrastructure, trade, energy, security, and regional integration. Our cooperation in these areas aims to catalyze economic development, foster people-to-people ties, and ensure that our engagements translate into tangible benefits for the peoples of our two countries. We are united in our commitment to deepening bilateral cooperation and delivering shared prosperity for our citizens, while also working together towards a stronger and more integrated region. I am pleased to announce the signing, as we've just witnessed, of 8 additional bilateral memoranda of understanding, building on the 17 agreements already in place. These new MOUs will foster and further strengthen our legal and institutional cooperation across strategic sectors that include, as we have witnessed, the MOU on mining, a joint promotion exercise that will be responsible for mineral exploitation, institutional capacity building, and address cross-border smuggling of minerals. The MOU on transport and logistics is aimed at modernizing transport systems and enhancing mobility for people and goods between our two countries. It now gives us an opportunity, as I have briefed President Museveni, on the transport corridor between Kenya and Uganda and the greater East African region into DRC and CAR. I have informed His Excellency the President of our commitment and conclusion on negotiations between partners and the Republic of Kenya on the extension of the railway from Naivasha to Kisumu and finally to Malaba to join the railway that will now go into Uganda and into the DRC. And that we intend, with all programs being in place, to begin that program before the end of this year. I have also briefed His Excellency the President of the commencement of the extension of the dualling of the road from Nairobi to Nakuru to Mau Summit and eventually to Malaba, again to ease transport and logistics between our two countries and also into the East African region. The MOU we have just signed provides a robust framework for that engagement to happen. The MOU on standards and quality assurance is to strengthen the collaboration between our two bureaus of standards, again to enhance trade and to eliminate illicit substandard and contraband goods finding their way into our markets. The MOU on agriculture and animal husbandry will expand our cooperation in both veterinary and crop health, innovation, and of course to foster food security in our region. The MOU on fisheries